Philly sports, love and pain. I'm Dave. That's Kenny with his fucking back alley fucking Kool-Aid pouch.
Oh yeah.
Fucking crashing through the fucking wall like fucking big fucking Kool-Aid guy.
Is that a fat joke? I feel like it's a fat joke.
Oh, I guess it could be.
I guess however you perceive it.
And only in Kenny, the way that Kenny can do this, Kenny fashion. We're having some guy on. We don't know. Neither one of us know this guy, by the way. He's a Packers fan. We're gonna, talk about the game coming up. Obviously, there's a game maybe this week or something. And Kenny chooses the name Packers Smell Like Cum. Just you can't make it up. Can't make it up.
I've now determined. Now I will insult every team moving forward.
Nobody can make up names better than Kenny. It's impossible. It's not possible.
I'm pretty good.
So you may have heard the Eagles have a game this week.
Caw-caw. Caw-caw. Woof woof.
And Vladdy Jr. just went yard. So
good thing my fire decided to update.
Taiwan's doing Taiwan things.
It's not his fault.
What's not?
I don't know. It was the Linsanity run of Tyler Phillips was like over the last 4 starts.
This game is probably over. It's 8-4. I mean, I don't see them.
Oh, it was a bomb.
Oh, it was a bomb. I mean, two run jack.
Yeah, I forgot.
So anyway, yeah, we have a little bit of action this week. We have some football, and it's about fucking time. Fall is in the air. Don't you feel it?
No, I feel like I'm in hell. I can't do it anymore. I'm so sick of being fucking hot.
Why are you hot? It's the best day ever today.
No, notably from the 4:30 till fucking 6 o'clock. Like the war zone you're in with your fucking 14-month-old child.
Because you're just like constantly moving around and doing shit.
Oh my god! Can a fat guy just sit down after work?
No.
I mean, whose dick I gotta suck?
I'm telling you what, that doesn't get any better
I know.
as they get older.
I fucking know.
You don't have. There's no rest for the weary coming.
Only a couple more months, and then he'll be cutting the lawn.
No, but listen, Eagles, Packers, and
You don't find it weird. You don't find it weird that the Eagles were like, we're gonna wear white. I find it weird. I don't care about this.
No, it's 100% weird. And honestly, they did it because they don't want to die. Dude, this whole thing is dumb.
Well, then I don't understand how the NFL won't have white on what. Me? Ow, daddy.
Trevor knows the way to your heart.
Oh, yeah. I just think it's crazy that, like, if this is true, which you don't know what's true anymore, But, like, why wouldn't they just do white on white? The jerseys are so far apart.
No, you can't. No,
yeah, I know. I said it and I thought it. Who's there? They have a third jersey or no?
They have the green. They have those weird alt jerseys. Like the Eagles have the weird alt, like Pennsylvania jersey. I think Green Bay has one, and it's eerily similar to the Pennsylvania one. It's like brown. There's like some brown in it and blue. I remember seeing a picture of it.
Oh yeah.
I remember Aaron Rodgers. I remember Aaron Rodgers wearing that jersey. That's the only reason why I remember it. So yeah, we have some action this weekend, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it because I don't like that it's in Brazil.
It's gonna be hard to play in Brazil and then come back. I mean, I guess they do get a little bit of a break because they don't play Atlanta. They don't play again for 10 days.
They don't play again for 10 days,
which
is fine.
Like either hurt them or help them.
Yeah,
I think the whole thing is fucking stupid. Like, honestly, like the London series, you can kind of be like, all right, well, at least there's a consistent 2 teams always that play in London, right?
Right.
What are we doing? We can't be that hungry for money.
How could they be hungry for money literally at all?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I know it's about money, but guys, like, what are we talking about here? What kind of money are they getting from Peacock to go to Brazil? Like,
what if the whole Eagles team gets murdered?
They didn't even go to Rio. They're going to like what's the town? I can't remember the town.
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo. Come on,
If
man.
the whole Eagles team gets murdered, do we automatically win the Super Bowl? Because let me tell you something.
They got to take a 10-hour flight. 10-hour flight down there.
Are they there already? Probably, right? They have to be.
No, they left. They leave tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, they leave tomorrow.
Wouldn't you want to get down there? I mean, seriously.
I don't know, but we're going to talk about it a little bit. I mean,
whenever I go to Hawaii once a year, it takes about 3 days to get accustomed to.
When I go to Hawaii once a year, you've been there one time.
You like that? You like that? I'm going back next year, baby.
You've been there one fucking time.
Going back next year, baby. And then the following year.
Yeah, why?
They have a house. Free trip.
I mean,
I don't want to bring Kip.
All right, if you're going to go free, I mean, that's fine. Don't you want to bring Kip when he's going to remember it, though?
Well, again, it doesn't make a difference.
What do you mean?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, did you hear that?
I don't want to.
So let's knock something out. We have to announce our draft order.
Did you fill it?
I'm doing it right now. I have a randomizer loaded.
So did you fill it?
The league is filled.
How many teams?
10.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we can't go over 10 because
we're not doing 12. 12's harder.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to put a lineup.
We're trying to have some fun because honestly, we wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. Oh, and Kenny wants to, reprise his trophy. That's why he wants 10 teams. But so here we go. I'm going to randomize the list right now. Bam, there it is.
It better be me.
And Trevor's gonna be pissed. I know Trevor's listening right now. Trevor was hoping for a first overall pick, and he did not get it.
You don't want that. It's proven.
And I got fucked. All right, so
show us. We don't know if you're fucking cheating.
No, I'm not cheating. Why would I cheat?
Share your screen, cheater.
Oh my fucking!
This is classic.
You're gonna make me.
Fry.
You're gonna make me
classic cheating fry.
Okay, you're gonna make me figure out how to share my stupid screen.
Else. What my number am I?
Hold on. Now I gotta fucking.
3 to 5.
I can't believe you just did this to me. What?
You're welcome. 3 to 5. 3 to 5. 3 to 5. 3 to 5. 3 to 5.
So you want 3 to 5? All right. Yeah. So here we go. Number 1, or should I go backwards?
Go backwards.
Number 10, me.
I like the 10th pick. I don't mind.
It's okay.
Yeah, I like the last pick.
On a snake, I can do 10.
Yeah, I love a snake.
10 is me. Number 9 is our listener Dan. Danny, welcome to the league. Number 8, Jason.
I'll trade you all these players for one player.
Jason loves trades, so just be buyer beware. Number 7, Kenny.
Fuck me in the ass.
Number 6, Trevor.
Can you edit this and redo it and then do it again?
Listener Trevor. Number 5, Joey McCann.
Pussy.
Number 4, friend of the podcast, Gordy. Number 4. Number 3, Mike, also friend of the podcast. Number 2, new to the league this year. Dudes, we're always interacting with this dude on Twitter. Tyler, welcome to the league. Number 2 pick, Tyler. And
the best pick.
Number 1 pick overall this year, Joe Sparrow.
I'm gonna pick every Oregon Duck on the board. Quack, quack.
Joe Sparrow with the number 1 overall pick. So I gotta just make sure I get a picture of this or something.
Is it Joe McCann or Joey McCann?
I believe it is both of them.
Oh, nice. A duo of 2 tools.
I think it is a double McCann situation. So
it's terrifying how much Joey is like Joe. Just hopefully not all the traits.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
All I love it. Joe's got to come back on. It's been too long since Joe came on. Actually, we should have both Joes. We should have fucking all three Joes.
It should be a Joe orgy.
Let's just have all the Joes.
Can we change our name? Can I change my name this year?
Let's have Joe. You're gonna have to change your name because all right. You have to change your name because that is no longer a usable name. It's defunct.
He's back.
Yeah, but he's got like 40 followers now. It's not the same.
Oh, he's not. That's why I haven't seen much from him, huh?
Kenny, have you seen Trevor's name yet?
No, I don't. I won't log on to that until the draft.
So the draft is tomorrow night at 7. We
kicked out Cody.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Cody. No, it's because this fucking. I wanted to have 12 guys. That's why I needed 12. I knew I needed 12 for a reason.
He's literally the first person that replied.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Cody, you can have my team.
Cody, you can have my spot.
Dave, you want to, dude? Dave, let's just co-one. Let's co-one, and Cody can have the pick, whatever pick, if he wants what pick he wants. Let's do it. We'll talk off air.
Yeah, done. No, that's a good move. I like that. Like, so all right. So me and Kenny, since I fucking boned Cody, me and Kenny will run a team together,
and he can pick what pick he wants, 10 or whatever.
And Cody can pick either 10, pick 7 or pick 10.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. Boom.
There you go, Cody.
Shakalaka.
We make it right, Cody. We make it.
Yeah, we right problem solve on this podcast. All right.
Yeah. No fucking around here. No fucking around here.
No fuckery.
So. Yeah. So that's that. Fantasy sports. I don't know.
Now the heat's off a little bit. I just got to make sure the lineup's set because you're notorious. David is notorious for this. Notorious for missing fucking lineups.
I am. That's really bad.
Oh God, painful. All right.
It's because I don't remember like what day of the week it is and shit.
I'll handle that on our end. This is gonna be good.
It's hard. All right, yeah.
And now we can have one name. It can be the podcast name. This is a good idea. I'm full of them.
chock full of fucking good ideas.
Chock full of nuts. You know.
These nuts. Okay.
Oh shit. All right. Where's this Packers pussy at?
So, the Packer dude is coming in around 9:30. His name is Kyle, and yeah, we're just gonna shoot the shit a little bit about the.
I haven't met a Kyle I don't like
about the game, so you like him. His name's Kyle. We're gonna talk a couple things. You know, so I'll leave some of the topics for when he comes in here because some of the stuff that we're gonna talk about, I want to talk about anyway with the Eagles, but so. Anyway, bad timing right now with the Phillies shitting themselves, but hell of a series against the Braves. Basically drove the nail in the coffin.
Well, I wouldn't get that far ahead of it.
I mean, come on. If the Braves, dude, if the Braves catch, I don't even care about that. I guess I do.
I don't want them in the playoffs at all.
The Braves?
Yeah.
Oh. I want the division because I want to say fuck you to the Braves. And then I want the Brewers to get the bye. So that way, how's
the bye work? Best record?
2 byes. Dodgers and Brewers. And then the Phillies would have to play in the first round, but that's fine.
I saw we play the Braves.
If they end up in the last place.
I will hang myself if it's another series versus the Braves.
What and then they're like because they're going to beat us. They're
fucking,
due.
You can't tell me they're not due, right? Like I mean,
they don't have anybody though, dude.
I know.
They should not beat this. They should not beat the Phillies in a series. No fucking way.
Ozuna though, MVP.
Yeah, Ozuna's the man.
And Olsen. And Austin Riley will be back for sure.
Olsen hits tanks. There's no doubt about it.
It's unbelievable to me that the Braves are like, fuck you, Freddie Freeman. We're gonna get Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen.
They could probably make Greg Olsen a good hitter too.
It's embarrassing, man. How do you think he feels? Demoted from Fox #1 with Kevin Burkhardt, been in all the commercials, been looking at Aaron Andrews' ass.
He even bought that new toupee and everything.
Yeah. And then now they're like, you're on the beat. Do you know who his commentator is now?
No, I don't. I haven't seen the pairings.
It's Tom Brady and Kevin.
No, I know Tom Brady's on the A team. I don't know who is with Olsen. Is what I'm saying. I could probably find it though.
No, you're good. I got it.
Okay.
That's Fox, right?
Yeah, it is. So
did you see Tom McCarthy is full time now?
Tom McCarthy is full time. Oh, is he?
Yeah, he said he's gonna miss the next several Sundays.
And T-Mac is a CBS guy, right?
Yeah.
So he's full time. I saw Big Ten Network stole Taryn from the Phils.
Oh, our girl?
Yeah.
Why?
I think they want Taryn on the sidelines. Why would they not want her on the sideline? Come on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Come on now.
Did you know? Are you ready for this?
Did you know?
Did you know that Kenny Albert and Adam Amon are the A team?
Okay.
Tom Brady and Kevin Burkhardt are the B team.
Wait, stop. Go back again. Who's the A team? No, those are two play-by-play guys.
Oh, are they saying
Albert and Amin are play-by-play dudes? They're not called.
Wait, now this whole thing is confusing. Actually, is this just play-by-play?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have the wrong list. Keep going. I apologize.
All right. Yeah, this is why we don't do any research before we start the podcast, because we like to shit our pants live on the podcast. It's more fun that way. Don't look now, but the Phillies have the bases loaded. They're down 4. It's 8-4. Bases are loaded. Top of the 7th.
How many outs?
1 out, and I believe it is Rojas.
Well, he's ground into a double play.
Up to bat, I believe. I don't know who's up to bat. They're just showing the fucking guy.
All right, I'm back. All right, I got the real list. What I had was the alphabetical order.
Yes, okay. I was gonna say Albert is not with Amin.
Yeah, I mean
that dude's good. I like that dude.
Yeah, I do too. All right, Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady.
It's Sosa.
Okay, that's good. So Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady. So that's A. Joe Davis, Greg Olson's B. Amin.
Honestly, Joe Davis and Greg Olson, that's a fucking stellar team.
That's a win. Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. And then I don't know who Kevin Kluger is.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I know him when he pisses me off. Is that what you're talking
about?
Yeah,
you know him. Yeah.
Well, who's that guy? Kenny Lofton. He's CBS, isn't he?
Yeah.
That guy.
Is he still doing it?
Oh yeah, that guy's as dumb as zits on my ass.
That guy's still doing it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe they still let that guy go on TV.
I can't believe Tom Brady's going to be the A. Like, you don't think they should start him at B?
Like, they're paying him $30 million to fucking be on broadcasting. No, they're not going to put him on the B.
Yeah. Oh, I guess you're right.
Right.
All right. I'm going to find the CBS.
Yeah, let's look at CBS because
Mark Sherlick is the last guy.
Stink.
He stinks.
Isn't that who they call him? They call him Stink. Don't
they? It's just so fucking funny to me, man. All right, well, you know who your A team is. Old Nancy and Romo.
Nance and Romo.
Eagle and Charles Davis, Kevin Harlan, Trent Green. Trent Green, it's time. We're done, right? We're done with Trent Green and his.
I love Iron Eagle, dude.
Yeah, he's good. He's really, and his kid's actually pretty good.
He's so good.
Oh wow. Oh shit! Adam Archuleta is on the E squad. Tiki Barber and Jason, yeah, the white corner.
I sent you the list. I think the draft list. Can you make sure that you got it? Okay,
I got it.
All right.
And then Tom McCarthy and Jay Feely, the kicker, is the last ranking.
That sucks because T-Mac is actually pretty good.
Oh,
they scored. There it is. There it is.
Walking a run, you little bitch.
All right, now it's 8-5. Base is still loaded. 1 out, great. And here comes Kenny's boy, Cody fucking Clemens, carrying a big stick. Now they're doing a fucking meeting at the mound. This is gonna take 5 years. All right.
He should do nothing else than strike out and get Schwarber up.
Trevor, I thought you had to go to bed, man. Go to fuck to bed.
Trevor, go to bed.
You gotta wake up early as shit. You're waking up earlier than the sun, bro. Go to bed. 8-5. Bases loaded. Mound Conference has ended. We're gonna have to throw the gears into football. I mean, that's kind of what we do around here anyway. So like that's no different.
Yeah, none of this makes any fucking sense.
Is Sean Clifford still on the Packers?
No, he got cut.
He did? Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd he end up?
He's not good.
No, I know that. Aller's
He's
better.
actually
Aller's better.
He's actually, yeah, for sure. He's actually a big reason why they signed him back to the practice squad, the Packers.
Okay.
He's a big reason Penn State went into a kind of like a fucking little nosedive. Not saying he was like the worst college football player, but like he wasn't what they needed to beat Ohio State or Michigan. So we had 4 years of just Sean Clifford.
Yeah, but I blame James Franklin. I blame James Franklin for that. Because listen, man, I understand that like you like a guy.
How you made that tough decision?
You have to. That's what your fucking job is. Your job. He's getting paid $10 million a year to make that tough decision.
Who was his backup?
I don't care.
No, I'm gonna look it up. It might matter.
I don't remember. But isn't that also James Franklin's fault too?
Well, I agree with you. Oh
no. No. That's a highlight. They're showing highlights right now. I don't know where you are.
No, you're ahead of me. I saw the high ball and then went foul.
Okay. I don't know. All I'm saying is that like it doesn't matter who his backup is, because the backup is also the responsibility of James Franklin. So,
yeah, I know. Well, we've talked. I mean, we're just doing this. So who cares? We've talked about this countless times. That like, yeah, he's a very good recruiter, but he can't get a 4 or 5 star quarterback that turns into a 4 or 5 college football star. You know what I mean? Star.
No, like
so
they
have the right OC.
So last year the backup was Clifford. I'm sorry, Aller. His last year.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, it was Aller.
Yeah, and you could argue. I don't know. It's so tough. I don't even like defending Franklin, so I'm not gonna do it. But I mean, my point still stands that he can recruit his ass off. He can get a fucking DN, a linebacker, safeties. They have a really, he's really good at that. Wide receivers, they always get those guys, but he can't recruit a quarterback.
You know what? They had that Christian kid too. I remember that dude. Christian Vio. No, not Hackenberg.
Oh
my God.
And then that
Taquan,
the quarterback, that he transferred to Auburn, right? No, he went in against Auburn when against Clifford got hurt.
Okay,
right?
what would have been better for them back in 2020? Go with Sean Clifford or Will Levis?
Will Levis was on the Penn State.
Yes.
And then what? He transferred portal.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Will Levis sat behind Sean Clifford for 2 fucking years, dude.
Yeah, you're right. That's a miss.
That's crazy. You can't do that. That's fucking insanity.
Is he from here?
Now, the part of the problem is because that year in 2019, they went like 11-2 or whatever. So, where's he from? I don't know.
That is a good point. Like, I think you think that like your program is about growth, right? So like, you're not gonna go 11-2 and then go.
We gotta change quarterbacks.
Yeah, you're out. It's so hard, man. We got into kind of a heated argument with Jay. Well, me and Jay.
Here's my thing. Now I know 2020 was the COVID year, and so okay, and that might actually be what killed them, honestly, because in 2019, right, they went 11-2. Sean Clifford looked like legit. Okay, fine. In 2020, he was just like mid. He was mid.
Yeah.
And you had Will Levis sitting behind him, and they didn't give him a shot.
And who's saying you can't pull halfway through the year? A couple games in,
give him a chance.
I know it's so hard.
All right, here we go. What's going to happen? Ground ball,
double. It's always a double. It's
No.
always a double.
No. Nope. Scored a run. Right?
Oh, wow.
Right? Why didn't?
I hate this. I hate this third base ump. I hate this little fuck face. Little rat.
Why didn't the score change? Weren't the bases loaded?
They were. They're gonna have to,
They're late on this. It should be 8-6. So it should be 8-6.
Yeah, they did. They changed it.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, my dad was a really good pitcher in the MLB. You ever hear of him, Roger? He used to pitch here. You won't believe it. He used to wear red.
You ever hear that guy?
You ever hear of him? He's not in the Hall of Fame because he did steroids, but the whole generation of baseball did steroids, so it makes no sense.
Oh man, I don't want to talk about Sean Clifford anymore. It makes my fucking brain hurt.
Who's this fucking guy? Oh, he got writing on his hat. Fuck this guy. Home run right now.
So, all right. Last thing on Sean Clifford.
Oh, here we go. I knew you couldn't stop.
In 2019, they went 11-2. In 2020,
who did they lose to?
In 20, you want me to bring up the schedule?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Michigan. And
I mean, I can. We could probably take guesses and get it. It's Minnesota and Ohio State. You would have never guessed that.
There it always is. There it is. They beat Michigan. So you're telling me they beat Michigan?
Yeah, they did.
So they beat Michigan. I remember this now. They beat Michigan, and we're like, oh my god, all they have to do is lose to Ohio State, and they're in.
Yeah, they did. All they had to do was just run the table, and if they lost to Ohio State, okay,
they would have been fine.
And
I think Ohio State had a second loss that year.
Well,
unfucking believable. And this is what I talk about all the time. It's the same shit, year after year after year after year.
Listen, man, I'm
70% of the years.
Yeah. So let's put Sean Clifford to death and put him in a hole and bury it, and welcome our friend Kyle to the podcast. Kyle, what's up? I think you might be muted. Check your mic. There you are.
Packer fan can't even work the mic.
Oh no, he's muted.
Are you muted, brother? Now you're muted. Oh, yep. Technical difficulties. I've been there.
Okay. That happens to us every week. Yeah, go ahead and mess with your settings. Do whatever you gotta do.
Dude, this game is crazy. 14 hits and 12 hits. When's the last time you saw that? Seriously, when's the last time you saw a game go 14 and 12? And it's not even over yet.
No, it's like, what is this, 7th inning?
And this is a fielder's choice, right? So this doesn't count as a hit.
That's not a hit,
right? Fielder's choice.
Yeah, that was a fielder's choice.
He should have went the first. Could have went the first. I mean, third was the right move.
The play at third was probably his only move because he would have had to.
He wasn't making that play at first.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Kyle, come on, breathe, brother.
Kyle, whenever you get your mic working, just start talking.
Oh, fuck, it's a rip hat. Oh, I feel awful. Oh.
What happened?
I was making fun of his hat for having writing on it. It's RIP and then CMB, whoever that is.
Oh, you're making fun of the pitcher?
Yeah. No, now I feel like I'm going to hell.
You're such a scumbag.
Oh, I can hear him. I can hear him.
Yeah, guys. Technical difficulties.
They happen every week.
It happens to Kenny almost every week.
So,
he's going AirPod.
Are these working?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, you're good. So, hey, welcome to the show, man.
I appreciate you guys having me on. It's a bold statement to join with the screen names.
Oh.
Kenny just loves to troll, man. Kenny is a master troll.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love a little smack talk.
Hey, listen. The one
so
thing.
Where are you out of?
I'm out here in sunny Southern California. We're experiencing a bit of a heat wave, and I've been out all day, so my office is probably about 90 degrees.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. I have the
AC
running.
Go home. Get two.
Kenny's gonna live react to the Phillies game because that's what's happening.
He's probably done. Was that one or two? Sorry, I'm sorry. I have ADHD. It's bad.
No, that's all right.
All right, one. Okay, I'm back.
Kyle, sorry for making you sit in the hot box over there.
No, that's all right. That's on me. I could have turned the AC on. I didn't. Standard.
Stock answer.
Classic.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So how did you become a Packers fan? Like, I got to get the story.
Yeah, no, I grew up in the Madison area. I'm a native Wisconsinite. We are just loving the Phillies too.
Yeah, Kenny can't not watch the Phillies. They're out of the inning, so it's okay now.
Yeah,
No,
now's a good time.
I can't blame you.
I apologize.
No, I grew up in the Madison area watching the Packers growing up. Obviously, Brett Favre was my dream job, just kind of being the coolness that was Brett Favre.
Oh yeah.
I think his shenanigans, especially now that YouTube and stuff is coming out, like his playfulness on the sideline. I was always kind of joking at the coach and everything. On top of that, just fun to watch him play ball. Yeah,
dude, I love that. I love Brett Favre, man. Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan, been forever, but like Brett Favre was always like the dude, just like you couldn't hate Brett Favre. I couldn't. Kenny, did you hate Brett Favre?
Well, only when he played the Eagles.
Well, no, that's not. I'm not talking about that. I just mean like in general.
No,
like,
I mean his Wranglers and his weird emails. But
that was after football, though.
There's also
no. Honestly, I think if you don't like Brett Favre, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah,
I really do. I really think that's the case there with him.
I can't say that I've kept up with his recent adventures, but I know he's gotten himself into trouble a couple times. But again, just watching how he'd go out there and play play through injuries, lot of love there. The big bonding moment, the '96 Super Bowl. Big bonding moment, the '97 Super Bowl. My dad got to teach me how we can watch a Super Bowl, but then also deal with those. That would have been 10, 11-year-old feelings of defeat in that moment, right?
Oh yeah.
And the good thing is that prepared me for years and years of playoff exits. So grew up, I kind of moved away from it. I went out to music school and then got asked to join the Packers drumline. And so there were a few seasons where I got to park in the parking lot. We'd tailgate with the fans. We'd be on the field. And that kind of reinvigorated a lot of that excitement around the game. Yeah, that was a great time.
That's awesome, man. So when did you leave Minnesota or Green Bay, Milwaukee, I guess, and then like when did you?
You said Madison.
That's all right.
And when did you go to California?
2012. I moved out here, and then I was doing a lot of hustling. Still kept up with the Packers, but then it was COVID that kind of brought the neighborhood back together. We have a nice backyard. When we kind of got the green light for people to be outside, we put a TV out there, and it was kind of like our Sunday morning routine. The neighbors would all come over.
Oh yeah.
We got a couple bandwagon Packer fans because of the food, but then a couple Niners fans, Raiders fans, kind of all in the neighborhood. And so we had our Sundays to enjoy being with people again. I think that
this is kind of a really
dumb. Came back. It was a big, exciting coming together, and it kind of stuck with us ever since. I'm not sure which of the two of you have the joy of knowing our buddy John Z.
That's me.
But, he's been kind of like a staple throughout those Sundays. I think we did convert him to the green and gold side.
I think he did.
And so he's definitely figured out a lot about football. It's very fun to watch him be bad at knowing about it, kind of growing as a football fan or just someone that understands in general. And now I'm a full-time high school music teacher, and so I get a lot of high school football, a lot of Friday night lights, and then still finishing that off with the Sunday Monday soiree.
It's funny that you bring up the Friday Night Lights thing, because Kenny, I don't know if you saw this or heard this or not today, but Sirianni, and all the wisdom that he spouts, he went off and he was talking about, the Friday Night Lights thing, and he like made a correlation between this Brazil game and like high school football.
Maybe
And
I stop doing that.
Mike Missinelli on the radio this today was crushing. He was just crushing him, dude. So around here,
I think I might be back. I think I might be back in the mic if he can stay away from the other bullshit that he normally goes on and on and on about.
I think he is.
He's a fresh breath air, whatever it is.
A fresh breath,
double mint pleasure gum, baby. Wait, I have a question, Kyle.
Yeah,
it's a very important question.
I'm sure it's important. I can't wait.
It is. So, like, as East Coasters, we get fucked, right? Because like games start at 1, 4, and 8. So what is the time there for like the 1 o'clock games? What time is it? At 10? Is that right?
10 a.m.
I mean, what is that like? Because I feel like I would really thrive at a 10
I was actually going to ask this question too. And it's kind of a dumb question, but I love it. What is it like?
You could get what time do and caveat? What time do like the parking lots open? Do you know what I mean? Like if you go to like a game, because like here, I think at 1 they open at 7. Is that right, Fry?
Early, really early.
Yeah. So those are my questions for you.
Yeah. No, the 10 a.m. kickoff is fantastic. I think that for those of us with Sunday morning routines, it might be a little early, and just as like planning out your day, you got time to grab dinner in between the afternoon and the evening game. The evening game is done before it's too late, right? And again, high school director, so I'm not really going to a lot of games. Things are expensive in California, and COVID time, I picked up power tools quite a bit, and so our backyard is kind of turned into more or less like a DIY sports bar. We got TVs and a pool table and a rolling bar, the grill. Like maybe I'm just getting old too. Yeah, like
I love it. That's great.
We got a hot tub.
No,
I'm the big screen TV.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No one's coming over. I'm gonna watch the game in there.
Yeah, Fry and I have been kind of on this. How many games do you really go into anymore? Because, like, I mean, in all honesty, it just fucking sucks. You know what I mean? It's if you go to a 1 o'clock game, you're up at 6 a.m. You know what I mean? You got to drive down to the city. You get there by 7, and then before you know it, you drink a bottle of Crown to your face, and you don't watch the game. But before that, no, seriously though, it's more of a headache at this point. To like, I try to go to one football game a year, and then baseball. You know what I mean? As much as you can get down there, but it is expensive. Just to park, it's $25 to eat, to drink. I mean, you're in it for $250 if you're doing it right. You know what I mean? And having, not saying you need to drink that fun, but you know what I mean. So I've been trying to pull back myself. I've been finding myself to enjoy just being at home, especially in the winter, like the fireplace is going, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of shit you don't get in the 400s. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So I will say the Packers drumline experience, the Tundra line, as they call it, was in the stadium at 8, getting mic'd up by 9, tailgating at 10, and then you're on the field for the noon game. And if you're leaving from Madison, that means you're leaving at 6 or 6:30 just to get to Lambeau by 8.
That's a long day, man.
Mornings. And I tell you what, me and John Z, we've been to a couple games ourselves. My wife and I have gone to a few. We did the Packers Rams at the Coliseum a couple years ago. The tailgating there was fine. It just felt very Hollywood. A lot of sponsors, a lot of shenanigans, and that at the time the Rams had just moved to town, and so tailgating here. We got down there. I think it was a 1:25 game, so the afternoon game for you guys.
Yep.
And I mean, we got down there by 11, hung out, threw some footballs around. Z and I have been up to Levi Stadium. We went up for the Packers-Niners game. I don't know if you remember the Aaron Rodgers 27 seconds comeback. Mason Crosby threw.
Yeah, you were there.
Through the
hell
goalpost.
yeah.
And that was after they had just nope, that was after the Buccaneers eliminated us. Either way, it was
that was awesome.
Like payback to the Niners,
Oh yeah. We listen.
There's no love. Alive.
No love lost over here for the Niners. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, fuck them. Kidding. Fuck Debo.
Oh man, that's awesome. So we've been kicking around an idea of possibly putting together a road trip next year out to Lambeau. Yeah. So any pointers?
Do your workouts ahead of time. The Packers fans get there early, and they like to have drinks and grilled brats. If it's a noon game, they're out there at 8 o'clock too. Um, they will be there to get in as soon as the gates are open. Also, even at other games that we've gone to, other fans have said going to Lambeau, the fans are very gracious, very exciting. So, go in. I know that Philly fans by reputation can be a little boisterous. I think that the jawing back and forth is great, but the Midwestern charm is definitely apparent. So stop by some of those tailgates and meet the people. As the Drumline, we'd stop by the same ones every week, and they would feed us. They would try to give us drinks. We couldn't have those because we were on the job.
Yeah.
But enjoy the people. If you can get an Airbnb around there, and if you got enough people going, you can rent out a full cabin. It will be decked out in green and gold. You'll sleep on a Brett Favre body pillow. But yeah. But
as long as he doesn't email me, I'll be all right.
Z and I have definitely looked at that as something that we'd like to do too. Get tickets early because they can go way up in price, and enjoy yourselves. It's a great city. If you have a couple extra days and it's in the fall, head up to Door County ahead of time. Fish Creek, Ephraim, kind of that full. So if this is Wisconsin, just head up the thumb that way, and just look at the cross waters. Watch the colors change. I know I lived out in Boston for a little bit too, so I know that the East Coast has colors, but that little like peninsula community is fantastic. So
yeah, it looks like a cool place to visit. Honestly, I mean, obviously, I've never been to Green Bay, but I've been to Milwaukee, so I never made it up to Green Bay. But yeah, no, it's cool, and we're thinking about it. I mean, I know Jason, another guy who we have on the podcast all the time. He's talking about it, and when he starts talking about it, that means he's really going to do it. So
yeah,
it's just basically a matter of us all putting it together and actually all doing it together.
My brother-in-law is actually from Wisconsin, so I'm sure he will tag with us. But yeah, so I think that would be cool for sure. We had tickets for the COVID year, and I was going, and then COVID.
So,
COVID.
Yeah,
but it'd be exciting to get that.
I don't know if you've seen it going around, but find some interesting city names from Wisconsin and try and make it. It's always a good segment on a podcast because there's a lot of Native American names. There's a lot of French names, and they are really fun to say if you're not from Wisconsin.
We make
I have zero shot. I have zero shot.
Yeah.
Philly, I'll tell you what, Pennsylvania has some too. It would be actually interesting to see like the crossover.
A 1-for-1.
Yeah.
My buddy, my brother-in-law that's from Wisconsin, it's called Sumney Town, right? We like a major road here, and he calls it the Sumney Town. So like that's like that you know what I mean? That's that deep Wisconsin rooted Sumney.
Does he have the full accent and everything?
Oh yeah, and it's the best because he's a ginger, so it's even funnier. He just runs around.
It's one of those things that when I spend a long time in Wisconsin, I come back and everyone's like, "Oh, so how are you now? Did you see your folks?"
Love that.
Yeah, sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it comes back real hard when I'm tired, when I've had a couple pops, and when I spend too much time in Wisconsin.
Pops, I love it. So, what do you think about this whole Brazil thing?
Yeah, like I said, I went to music school. I fell in love with Brazilian music and Brazilian drums especially. And so I got to spend some time in Rio in 2008. And I think that the time that I was down there, the people are loving the city. I was obviously in Rio, which is different than Sao Paulo. I think the community and the culture is fantastic. I spent a lot of time playing football, which is different than football. But, I had a great time. I think that Sao Paulo, from what I hear, is a different experience. And I love all of the hype that's being put around it. I mean, I wouldn't find it hard to believe that soccer teams coming to New York or Chicago or San Francisco, like our big cities too. Like the friends that I have in Brazil are told that our cities are crazy dangerous. And so then when something does get said and everyone's looking for their clickbait story, I always try to find myself sifting through that. I think anywhere you go, you got to keep your head on a swivel. So that the hype around it, I don't think I'm trying to take on, Christian Watson on the street, but that's me. Um, your new running back, Saquon. I don't think that I'm going to try and take Saquon's phone. He's much faster than I am.
Yeah,
But I do like the idea of spreading it out. I don't know if it was all necessarily. Well, who am I to say too? The NFL is going to do their things, and they probably vetted it. It seems
exactly.
like a stretch, but again, so did Germany and so did London. I love the idea of getting it out there. I'm jealous. I wonder if they are taking the drumline this year because I would like to go back.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
And I know when they announced it, Z and I, one of the first things we did was Google how much flights were. For me, the family, the job, I think there are a few more hoops to jump through. But yeah, it would be a great trip. What do you guys take on it? I think that I can tell by Brazil, LOL. Maybe not the biggest fan.
Well, for me, it's not even really about like all the like you said, if there was a game, in a city that we weren't so familiar with, right? Like we're so familiar with all the cities in the United States. If there was a city, if we weren't so familiar with, Washington, D.C. or Omaha, Nebraska or whatever, like if a game was there, we would not think twice because we know it. But if we because we don't know it, all we know is what is said and what is, kind of leaked out there and whatever, all these rumors and stuff. I don't know what to think of it. The only thing I don't like about it, the biggest thing for me, is that it's a big distraction. It's a distraction for both teams. It's a fair distraction, right? It's for both. The Packers probably have to take a 12-hour plane flight, whereas the Eagles have to take a 10. And everybody, it's going to be putting them out equally, I think. I just I don't know. I don't understand the far reach. Like, what's the purpose other than just to take this spectacle on the road and show other countries and other cultures what football is? I think that's cool, but I almost think that should be more of a preseason thing than in the season, I guess.
Well, they stole a highly anticipated game.
Well, that too. This game is
Philadelphia.
This is one of our biggest. Would have been one of our biggest home
fourth
games.
and 26.
Yeah,
fucking Michael Vick interception in the goddamn end zone. You fucker. No, but seriously, like this is like people get up for the. You fucker.
Yeah, like I wanted to see this game at the link. Like I wanted to see this game at the link.
I can't blame you guys for that. I wasn't going either way. So selfishly, not that big a deal. I do know that the Packers, given their color scheme and Brazil's love for green and yellow, and blue for them, but it's a common jersey to have. And I know the NFL's trying to get their money. They're trying to make it where they can. And so I think it's cool. And again, aside from it being on a Friday night when I have a home football game with my marching band, I have it set up for YouTube TV so I can get home. I think Z is actually coming to our football game. He wrote our music, so we're going to go to the football game. Then we're going to race home, fire up the grill, and skip all the ads.
Nice.
We're going media blackout as well. No phones, no iPads, no nothing.
Got to do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it, man. I can't.
You can't do it.
I can't. If I know it's happening, I gotta know.
No, I can do it, dude. If I'm committed, I can put my.
I know. I've seen it.
I do. I go blackout, man. I just I don't respond to anybody. I go do not disturb. I don't respond to anybody. I don't check any text messages. I can do it. I can do it.
I can't. I'm weak.
I played for a class in LA for years when I lived out here, and that was at 10 a.m. on Sundays. And so I'm kind of familiar with that whole thing and getting home and having my own party of one. My roommates would occasionally try and spoil it, but luckily I live with my family now, and I don't think that my 4-year-old's going to watch the game ahead of me.
Yeah, you don't have to.
That would be so great. That was so great.
I would say though, after all of the Jordan Love hype that he was getting at the end of last year, to see it in person on a pretty big stage, being in Philadelphia.
Well, Cowboys are ass though. Cowboys are ass.
Well, yes. I have a buddy who occasionally will just he'll post something nice on Facebook, and I'll do the NFL recaps, Packers, Cowboys. I'll just post it under his Facebook, like, look at me, that. I'm at Disney. Check it out. Remember? Do you remember that one?
Remember this one?
Idiot.
And couldn't come over and hang out.
I love it. But no, so I mean, so looking at these two teams, right? We did like an Eagles preview this last week, and obviously we have a lot of new. There's a lot of new for the Eagles, a lot of new coordinators, a lot of new pieces on defense. We have a new running back. We have a new third wide receiver, which is not a big deal, but it's still new.
It's absolutely a big deal, and I feel like you and many other people, Jason, are trying to act like it's not a big deal. We haven't had a third wide receiver in 10 years. It's a big deal.
Okay, so we haven't had a 1-2 wide receiver until last year.
I understand. No, at least 2 years. But anyway,
yeah. Well, yes,
I understand what you're saying. But my point, because 2020 it was Fulgham, it was Rager, and give me the third joke.
Yeah, no,
I don't even. That's how bad he was. I don't even remember. But my point is this is like you can't cover everyone. This is huge. You can't. You double AJ. You got Smith open. You cover. Whatever you do to switch it around. Someone hypothetically, hopefully Goddard has a good year this year, should be the beneficiary of. Someone a helmet needs to be on someone at all times. So that's why I just think that you guys you're glossing the third wide receiver too much. It's a big deal.
I guess, how much time are you going to spend, Kyle, talking about Dubes? Like, is Dubes your number one? Is Dubes like a, Dubes is the wide receiver 3 for the Packers, right?
I think they list him and Watson kind of interplaced as one. I know that Dobbs has really Dobbs. It's Dobbs. Dubes is good. I like calling him Dubes. It's a good college roommate nickname. Like, oh, your name's Dobbs? Looks like Dubes.
Wait, his name's Romeo, right?
You're
Dubes.
I think he's been Love's kind of consistent not safety blanket, but he always finds a way to pull down some of those sideline catches. Watson, if he can stay healthy, is going to burn up the top. Reed last year just came on as a kind of freak show all around. He'll do end arounds. He'll find himself open. Wicks through the season came on really strong. And I know that LaFleur is kind of sick of talking about it. I don't really get too much screen time with the kids and the job and everything, but I do like watching his press interviews because he's just like a lovable teddy bear with great eyebrows. I don't know how you can hate him. He's a very well manicured.
He's not. He really is not a hateable figure.
LaFleur?
You know what I mean? Yeah, LaFleur.
I think my wife would leave me for him.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. So, he's not a hateable figure. But
not yet.
As far as new, we have a full new defense. I know that the players are getting their sound bites talking about how they love playing in it. From what I understand is the high school music teacher in California. It seems a lot like go out there and get the ball. Go out there and hit somebody. Move fast. Someone else will have your back, I'm excited about that after our few years of interesting defenses. It's like, hey, do you guys want 7 yards? Run it up the middle. 7 yards. Take it. 4th and 3, up the middle. Take it. And again, I know it's not the guy's fault. I don't know who to blame. But I haven't enjoyed watching that sort of slow. I think the Smith brothers, when they came in 2019, that was fantastic. Like this new juice. We have a defense. 10-7 season opener. I want us to get the interceptions and the touchdowns. I want to be good on offense and defense and special teams. And so it seems like the new energy on the defense is very exciting. And just to see what the offense can do with their,
4 top wide receivers, Bo Melton back there doing his thing, working really hard and being a nice guy, like
Yep.
It's tough to hate on those guys.
So
regardless of how they smell.
I was checking out the defense because I knew they made a lot of tweaks, and I know they have a new DC, Jeff Hafley, and Jeff Hafley actually has like a pretty nice pedigree underneath. He's been under the wings of some really good coaches, Mike Patton, Greg Schiano, Kyle Shanahan, and Kenny's scoffing right now, but he's a good defensive coach.
Okay, well, he was a head coach, so it's very confusing when you say Mike Patton was
well,
a good coach.
But you
and
can't.
He's a CB West son of a bitch.
Yes, he is. He is a buck. He is a local PA buck. But it's interesting because, I went down the rabbit hole to like kind of look into him a little bit, and he spent some time in the NFL, and then he went to college, and he was, basically the defensive coordinator at Ohio State. He was like co-defensive coordinator at Ohio State, and then he was head coach at Boston College for a few years. And Boston College, he changed that program. He turned that program around. So it's interesting to hear how he's affecting Green Bay, and the young talent that they have. It makes sense to me. It's one of the things actually that I'm worried about with the Eagles having an older defensive coordinator. And someone with a little bit more of a rough and tumble, hard-nosed approach at defense. So we'll see. The other thing that's really frustrating about being an Eagles fan is that we don't see anything before the game start. Like Friday night will be the first time we see anything about our team. Really, we've seen some defensive pieces here and there, whatever. We haven't seen the offense at all, and that's frustrating as a fan, from a fan's perspective. I understand it, strategically, but we're just looking forward to a game, man.
Yeah.
And I actually have this game. I don't know, Kenny, I don't remember what you said when you went through the record, but I had this game as an L, and mostly it's got to do with the fact that the Packers are no slouch. They're a very good team. This game is a large distraction. And I just don't know what to make of them yet, especially considering how they ended the season last year. They have they lost 7 games out of the blue. Sirianni seemingly lost the team, and to expect them to just like right the ship and go to Brazil and put one on the Packers in week 1, it just doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah. I think that watching Sirianni over the years, it seems like there's something up, and it's going to take something out. You see him on the TV. You can just see the looks on their faces. Watch his post-game interviews. It doesn't seem like he doesn't bring that Midwest kindness that I'm so fond of.
That's for sure.
And it does seem like his interactions with people, and again, just like listening to talk radio, it doesn't seem like everything is going hunky-dory. But I actually had the Packers on top on this one too. I think that some of that hype leading into it will bleed over, and I think that the excitement on defense will be fun, especially listening to the defensive coordinator. I know we haven't seen much in preseason either. We saw the starters for 3 plays and a 45-yard bomb. And that's like, all right, guys. After that, it is just a big surprise. I always hated it when Rodgers would sit out for everything and then show up, and then they tank week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Happened with who was it? It was the Saints. No, they played in New Orleans. Jaguars, maybe. It was like the week 1 Blues, and then it happened again against the Vikings. Like I don't want to have that week 1 sadness anymore. I think that LaFleur's been around long enough too. He's not going to take that like that. No more losses after the bye week. No more week 1 losses.
So Kenny, I brought this up last week when we talked about the Eagles and like the bye week thing and the preseason and not playing and blah, blah, blah. And there are arguments to be made that it doesn't really affect them because of the way they start seasons. They start pretty well. They win. They don't win great. They don't look amazing when they win, but they win. And they seem to stay healthy. I don't know. I get it. I get it.
Preseason's a waste.
Yeah,
I know they got to trim down the roster, but I would be remiss to say like cut it to 2. Cut it to 2 games, and those are your more. Obviously they do the fuck. Why am I drawing a blank? Where they practice with other teams. What do they call them? Scrimmages.
Yeah,
they do their scrimmage package. I think they're more beneficial than preseason. So I don't know. And if the NFL is trying to start this shit on Labor Day weekend now, they're gonna have to get rid of something, right? So it'd be interesting to say. I honestly think that the Eagles are gonna win. I think they'll win by 6. Oddly specific. I just feel it for some reason. I don't know why. I think the defense is gonna look extremely different, and I think yes,
go. The Phillies are threatening in the 9th inning. This is going to get interesting now.
Is he going?
Yeah, 2nd and 3rd, no outs. They're down by 1.
Fucking Dusty never sends.
So listen. Before this happens, let's wrap up with Kyle because I don't want Kyle to have to deal with this.
Yeah. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, I think Devin White is going to be the biggest signing that the Eagles have had as a free agent. They don't always work out. They rarely work out for them, but I think he's going to be back to the captain, Devin White in Tampa Bay, and I think it's going to be a big difference. I really do. So I think they win, and they better fucking win. If not, because I don't want to play the Saints. I'm worried about the first 8 games. I think they go 4-4. You know what I mean? Honestly, and then I think they're going to rip them off.
I mean, I said this before. I think the Eagles might start the season 0-2, and I think it might be real nervous around here.
I hope not, because I'll be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm cold.
So
I'm going Packers 27. Eagles are getting 23.
Okay.
Extra point in there.
Okay.
Packers got 2 field goals.
So obviously we have 2 big NFC teams, probably going to be vying for, playoff positions, maybe buys and stuff like that. What do you think? What do you think at the end of the day? How do you think it's going to shake out for the Packers?
I'm a bleed green and gold until I'm dead and cold. Classic. They're going to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna talk to the administration really nicely. They're gonna give me a week off, paid vacation in New Orleans for research. A lot of jazz in New Orleans.
A lot of jazz.
It's just gonna coincide with the Super Bowl, and I'll be there. Packers take down the Jets. We got the Love Rodgers, and he can tie a bow on his story. Jordan Love can work his way back in. I mean, it's a sad bow, but the Packers beat the Jets in the Super Bowl.
That would be crazy.
I will bet my life on it.
That
the Jets aren't going to the fucking Super Bowl.
Well, yes, I just would love to see it. I'd love to see.
Oh, I would love to see it. Oh man, I wish I would love to see it. I would love.
And I got to root for the Jets.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No, you don't have to. It's okay.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'll have you guys over.
There you go.
The Packers play the Jets. You guys come out. I'll put some beer brats on the grill.
Yeah, we're talking.
Pabst, some Miller Lite, something real.
I love
Wisconsin.
a good Pabst.
You guys ever tried the Spotted Cow? That's like the Wisconsin signature beer.
Absolutely. I've had he gets them shipped in. It's the best. They're really good.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll get some figured out. We'll have you guys out. Packers, Jets. No, I think realistically they're off for a good season. They have too much to figure out with new people around, but they are building steam. So I'm picturing a late playoff sad night for me where I'm not crying. It's just I was cutting onions last week again, And it won't be the Niners this time. I think that the Lions somehow NFC championship game, Lions get the Packers number, which should be good. My cousin's a Lions fan, grew up in the Madison area as well. I don't know how it happened. I'd be happy for him.
How'd he go astray?
I don't know, Barry Sanders, he was a stud.
That's fair.
Megatron.
You're gonna have problems in that division, though. I mean, realistically, all the Bears should be pretty good. We know the Lions are going to be good. Packers are good, and obviously the Vikings are dog turds. But other than that, I mean, it's gonna be hard. Honestly, I really think the Bears, if Caleb Williams is everything he says he is, they have a good shot. I mean, I'm not saying they're better than the Packers, they're not better than the Lions. I'm not sure, but it's not going to be a too easy win for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had them splitting, just because the Bears at some point they need one. Otherwise
yeah, 100%.
They need one.
Laws.
And Caleb Williams, I will say watching Hard Knocks this year has been terribly boring. Their coach, like last year they had Mike McDaniel. Let's go. Like, I will watch your inspirational speeches.
Fire.
I will run through a wall for you.
Hell yeah.
Then you put on, is it Eberflus?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's
Kenny.
Sucker flus. No.
Kyle, I'm sorry. It happened. I'm sorry. It happened, Kenny.
Walk off?
3-run. Schwarber just hit a 3-run jack.
Fucking piss missile. Dude. Holy sugar tits.
Kyle Schwarber. So Kyle, other Kyle. Kyle Schwarber had not hit a home run for, it was almost
69 games.
It was 50 some at bats or something like
69
that.
at bats. I'm telling you, I know the number.
69 at bats. Nice. Today he has 3. He has 3 homers today.
Well,
and that was
happy on the East Coast.
Ooh, that was a
bro.
Tank.
That was right down the middle pisser.
That was a tank. Oh,
and you know what's funny is this Chad Green's a pretty good reliever.
All right, sorry.
He knew it. You see that?
Yeah, I did. So, real quick to wrap up, I was looking at Chicago's schedule because, and I'm not a Caleb believer. I am. He needs to show it. I don't believe in anybody until I see it. Right. So it will say that, but they have some tough games on their schedule, and they have a stretch there where they have to play. They have to go at Detroit, at San Francisco, at Minnesota, which is fun, whatever, right? And then home against Detroit, home against Seattle, and then at Green Bay. That's how they finish their season. That's nasty. So I don't know. I think that division's going to be popcorn worthy. I'm looking forward to the season, honestly, as a fan, as an Eagles fan. I'm looking forward to kind of watching the blood spill up there in the north.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think one thing that we can all just be happy for is football is back.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's kicking off. Like, we are 2 days away from real live NFL football. No more preseason, no more YouTube clips. Like, we are back in it, guys.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for that.
Hey man, it was great having you. I appreciate you coming on, and shout out to Jay-Z for making the hookup, and hell, maybe we'll see each other again.
Yeah, no, like I said, Packers Jets. Let's do it. You guys come out here. We got bedrooms.
Book it.
Yeah, we might be sleeping out in the drum room. Good news is it's cold then.
So. Yeah, there you go. Sleep with the drum set. I see it there in the background.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in.
Meeting you, brother.
Talk to you soon.
See you, dude.
Bye-bye.
So, Kyle Schwarber absolutely puts them on their fucking on his back, dude.
5 for 6.
I mean, I
You think Phillips is jerking off Kyle Schwarber right now? Like, thank you.
You know what's funny about that? Kyle Schwarber was one of the ones who like really pumped him up and said, "Listen, dude, there was a game where he sucked, right? In the first inning. No, he's not that bad. But there was a game when he sucked, but he like hung around, and he like, kept him within like 4 or whatever, and they came back and won that game. And Kyle Schwarber was like, "Yeah, you kept us in the game. That's why the fuck we came back, because we could." So Kyle's a fucking great teammate, man. That dude, like you said, you hit the nail on the head. And I don't honestly know if you were right now. You said when we signed them Kyle Schwarber, and Nick Castellanos, that one of them was going to be just a flat out stud, and the other one is just going to be a dud. And I don't know.
I have no idea.
I thought that you were right, and I mean I would have put all of my eggs in Schwarber's basket.
The last 2 months though have been kind of Nick's team, you know.
I mean, Nick has been the team. It's crazy.
What do we do with Harper, man? He's hurting.
He's literally hurt.
I know. So, like, do you shut him down for 2 weeks?
I would.
I honestly think I would too.
I would. I'd put him on the DL right now. He just had did you see that situation that just happened right there?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like
he at least needs 5 games. I mean, who do we have? Like, we're kind of in
No, they're kind of going into a like an easier stretch here. They got Toronto, Miami,
yeah, Miami.
Yeah, Miami for 4. Tampa Bay.
Dude, just fucking sit them until.
I would sit him until the Mets, or even the Brewers.
You know, honestly, I wouldn't be mad if they lost 3 straight to the Mets so that they could jump the Braves.
Seriously though, like I would think about resting him. I really would.
Well, okay, and I don't mean this disrespectfully. Bryce Harper probably gets you a win and a half just off of Bryce Harper, right? In this upcoming stretch, right? Just because
he's gonna do because he's gonna do something. Yeah.
So in my opinion, just fucking who cares?
Give up the one win.
Yeah, give up the 2 wins. I'll give you 2 wins. Fine. Give up the 2 wins.
I kind of think you're onto I kind of think you're onto something there, honestly.
I would just win the. I don't know. What I'm seeing is a man that's obviously in pain.
Yeah, I agree. And he was just talking to Topper there on the bench, and I think he was saying he was all right, but something's not right. Like he dropped the bat, dude.
Yeah, it's not normal.
No, it's not normal. So
let's rest him.
Let's rest him. I'm in it. Let's rest him.
And even you can also do this. You could play 3 games, and if you lose 2 out of 3, bring them back. There's no rule.
No, they don't have to put him on the DL. They just put him on just rest him.
I bet you he's not in tomorrow.
Is tomorrow? Do they have a day game? Because that'll be he'll be able to at least hide a reason behind it. Yeah, they do. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock tomorrow. He ain't playing.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He ain't playing tomorrow.
Also, I have a question.
No chance.
How come it's always 2 games versus the Blue Jays?
I don't know why they do 2 and 2. I don't know.
Is that all they play is 4? Or do they play 6? No, they play 6, right?
Well, no, they probably play 6. 2-2-2.
And they go 2-2-2. Why?
I don't know.
Because other teams in the NL, maybe, I know they play real games against AL opponents, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an interesting. I've noticed that for years.
It is interesting. I don't know why they do it. So I mean, obviously, barring some kind of fucking craziness, this is a win out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't think Toronto's that good. Obviously,
no, they're not amazing, but they're not terrible. Right? They're not trash.
Who did you see tonight that?
But they're not a nobody. Vlad. I mean, no. I know what you're saying. Like
Vlad is Vlad.
Yeah.
And how funny is it? The last time Chris Bassett pitched against the Phillies, he was a Cy Young candidate, and then tonight he gives up 100 runs.
He's throwing beach balls tonight, dude.
I love that for us.
So let's talk. Let's wrap this thing up. Do you
know any Falcon fans?
We can find one.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, it went pretty well, honestly.
It was interesting. Well, he was,
he was a nice dude, and he was an actual Packers fan. Like he's from there. Like he's a Packers.
Well,
fan.
That's my whole thing. Is that he's got that Wisconsin energy.
Yo, what about fucking Vanderlip? Is he a Falcons fan?
Yeah, he's a Braves fan, so he's a Falcons fan.
I gotta talk to him and see if he wants to do it.
Yeah, we'll see. That's not a bad idea.
And
then we can see if Ernie wants to come on for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that fucking nerd. So either him or Cole. So you mentioned that that the Eagles, you think the Eagles are going to win by 6.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to get the 6.
No, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But like, so are you feeling like high scoring, like 34-28 situation?
I think if the Eagles don't get to 30, then something's not right. And I mean that for all.
So do you think if they don't get to 30, they lose?
I mean, I don't want to say that because I don't want it to be the case, but I think 30 is the benchmark for the year. I think if they get to 30, their record when they score 30 will be significantly, heavy towards a win. It's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. No. I just feel like Jalen Hurts.
I think
so much to prove.
If you average 30 a game, though, you're gonna win like every game.
You gotta win, right?
Yeah, I mean, with those, I mean, that's crazy. 30 is crazy,
What I don't think they were far off when they went to the Super Bowl, honestly.
In 2022, the Eagles averaged 29.1.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that's a number. You know what I mean? Like it's a good number.
That's not good though. That's elite. Are they an elite offense? They should be.
Why? I mean, tell me what isn't elite about that offense. I mean, seriously.
I know. I'm agreeing with you. Like they.
No, like I know. I guess I'm really saying seriously to like anyone that's listening.
Just saying it out there. Yeah.
Yeah, because like here, okay, let's just do this real quick and then we can end it. Running back, I would argue is elite, right? I think he's an elite player, and that might be Penn State bias. I don't fucking know. AJ Brown's elite. Devontae Smith is like a tier under elite just because he's still, young, relatively young. Dotson, he's not elite. I think he's a good player. I wouldn't give him great. I think Goddard's a good player. So who's left? Who are you covering? I mean, who are you fucking covering? Think about that. Like, I'm not trying to be like funny guy here. Who are you covering?
Well, okay, so this is where it comes down to this, though. You're talking about you're focusing on covering guys. You're not focusing on scheming Hurts. See, I think that's that gray area because any fucking coach can come out and be like, "Oh, he can't read a blitz. He can't read this. He can't read that." And I've been reading that, that whole thing that I know that you read too, where it just came out more recently. But it was the same old quote from Bruce Arians when we. Oh yeah. No, the zero blitz thing. No.
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
It's ridiculous.
That's bullshit. What I'm saying.
At the end of the day, the Eagles are only as good as what Jalen Hurts can provide for the Eagles to be. There is no excuse for the Eagles to not be a Super Bowl contender, to not be an elite fucking team. Do I think they're going to stumble out the gate? Yes, because I think the schedule is interesting. As my father-in-law likes to say, the schedule is the schedule, and we don't really know what the schedule is going to look like, right? We might think, I mean, the Falcons could play and Kirk Cousins could rupture his Achilles again. You know what I mean? Or the Cowboys could lose Dak Prescott and so-and-so. So then it makes it easier or it makes it harder. Like someone could trade for an elite prospect in the middle of the year and it could fuck you up.
Yeah, or the other way. Kirk Cousins could show up and look like fucking God.
I'm a big Kirk Cousins guy.
He's got I love Kirk Cousins, honestly. I just think
the way
he's got Calvin Ridley, right?
No. Calvin's in
what am I thinking about then?
The other guy, Drake London.
Okay, yeah.
I'm 100% sure that what's his face? Calvin Ridley signed with the Patriots, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Tennessee Titans.
That's who I'm thinking of with fucking Will Levis.
Yeah.
All right,
and anyway. The Falcons, I mean, we were talking about the Falcons. We should save all this for next week. But like, what's Kyle Pitts gonna do? Is Kyle Pitts gonna be an elite tight end out of Florida, or is he going to be what he's been the last couple of years? The whole thing is so fucked up, and we've talked about this year after year. Strength of schedule means nothing until you get about halfway, and then you really know who is who and who is not.
Right.
So
in the beginning of the season, strength of schedule is based on last year.
It means nothing. It means fucking nothing.
In the NFL, there's going to be, 2 or 3 teams that are similar to what they were last year, and there's going to be 2 or 3 teams that are completely opposite of what they were last year. That's just what happens in the NFL. It's just what happens.
And I also think with like the defense, I really think they're going to have great linebacker play this year. I really do think they could. I never use the word elite with the Eagles linebackers because that word doesn't go. But like they could have a great linebacker core. I'm worried a little bit about Huff. I don't know what to expect. It's you fucking sit down, bitch.
Yeah, that was
dirty.
High cheese,
and that's why I have the cup. Okay. I get worried about.
Huff they got that dude. Now I'm looking. I got to stop looking at Atlanta. All right, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, we got to save that because
So
but I Huff is inconsistent and he's young and we don't know.
Well, fuck, we better fucking know. They paid the dude.
I don't think it's the wrong signing. I think he's probably pretty fucking good. I just listen, if you were like, oh, I watch Jets football, I have no fucking idea. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Ever since Sam Darnold fucked me out of $500, I don't fucking follow the Jets, asshole.
I mean, listen, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Strike, you fucking cunt. So yes. I don't know. I expect this Eagles team to leap. I really do fucking think they're gonna leap. And I'm kind of glad Bradbury got hurt because I feel like it's just like get these things out of the way now. You know what I mean? And I think my bold, I got too high last week. That's my bad. I think my bold prediction would have been that Bradbury.
You Irish exited at the end.
Yeah, you like that? I think that Bradbury will make a significant impact on one game. And I know that's crazy to say, like, ooh, week 2, but I mean, like, a significant game that matters for the Eagles. I think he'll make an impact, whether that be the Cowboys game, a playoff game.
Yeah, I could see that.
Game to win the division. And I don't know if he'll be starting. I don't know if he's going to come in. I don't know. I just feel like he's either going to bounce back or his career is over, right?
I can see it. Sit the fuck down, bitch. I could see it.
You fucking bitch.
I don't think he's washed. I just think that it's time.
He's got no confidence.
It's time to start cycling this dude's out of here. It's just time.
Yeah.
And like you can see what they're doing with the way they're building the roster. So
I know that we should wrap this up, but we lost 38 minutes, which I'm not bitching about. That's the first guest I enjoyed.
As all of our friends.
Yeah, fuck them all, you son of a bitches. I don't understand. It's not just a Jason thing because I know there's a lot of fans that feel this way. I don't understand the Slay hate. I don't get it. I honestly, I try to sit and try to be like, yeah, pitchfork, fuck that fucking guy. But like, I don't fucking care what he thinks about playing here, right? Does he show up? Does he play? Does he play well? I think he's been great every year we've had him. And obviously, the fucking team thinks that, or they wouldn't keep voting him a fucking captain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when the team votes him a captain, I think that tells me all I need to know. I'm not a hater. I'm not a Slay hater. There are many Slay haters.
If you're worried about him, it's a 3-1 count, you fucking dumbass. If you're worried about okay, you can say, okay, Slay probably has lost a step. Fine. I'm not gonna argue with that. Home run. I hope it's a home run.
Good thing. A little drama. Good thing we have that insurance run.
Yeah, fucking hey. Strom will get his jersey now. You can say Slay lost the step or whatever you want to fucking say.
His baseball card.
Fine. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like Slay doesn't. I feel like Slay is one of those guys who has a little bit not enough filter because a lot of people are putting microphones in front of that guy, and they're asking him a lot.
I know, and I hear you.
A lot of questions, and he says stuff and he gets twisted up and shit too often. And I think that people don't like that part of it. People don't.
Well, and I'll argue. Go on.
People don't like that he, gets into the drama. He lets it happen. Like he just put up on Twitter an hour ago. I want to apologize to anyone I offended. That wasn't my intention. I'm looking forward to playing in your beautiful country. And I've heard y'all are passionate, just like our amazing Eagles fans. Just a few more days. Can't wait. Like that. he shit all over Brazil. And like, I don't know.
Blame him?
I don't know what to believe, man. I said it earlier. It's like,
guys, if the NFL sends out a PA statement, right? A public service announcement, a PSA, whatever it is. If they send that out and they say, we don't want you to bring your families, like, we don't think it's a good idea, then he's allowed to say what he fucking said today. I will hang myself on this podcast if they lose this game.
Nah, they won.
Thank God. You can't come back and then lose. That's like when Bryce Harper hit that 3-run home run, you know what I mean, to get him up 1 last year. It pissed me off. Anyway, I think the Slay hate is out of control. I understand, and I might feel different when he's long gone and he's playing for Baltimore or he's in, do you think he's a Hall of Fame guy? I don't know. He might be. He's pretty good. But anyway, and I might feel a little differently when, he's out of here and he's still talking shit on us. I'll feel different. I'm sure of it. I know I will. But right now, can he help us contribute? Can he contribute? Can he help us get wins? Is he going to mentor the younger guys? Is he fucking good? Yes. All those things check for me. I don't give a fuck. He could call us fat, lazy fucking pieces of shit. Hey, most of that's true. Have you seen our sound? I'm one of them.
He can't do that.
But you know what I'm trying to say. I just think it's a far stretch to be like, and then, and again, the only, like, I have some product sample of this, but like Jay is like the one that I talk to the most about this kind of shit. And like, he's like, we'll trade him for a pack of peanuts. That's fucking crazy to me.
That is crazy. It's fucking crazy to me. But I do think
you trade him for a second. I probably trade him for a second.
Yeah, I would do that because he's been in the league for fucking 11 years, dude.
And the backlog of corners is pretty fucking good in Philly right now. So
and you're not going to get more. You're like, it's never going to be worth more. He's gone to 3 Pro Bowls in a year or in a row. Sorry, like this is your time to do it right now.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I don't know. Maybe I'm harping on it a little too much, and maybe I'll eat my own words this year. But I just really, struggle with this thing to be like Slay needs to go.
He takes a lot of bullets. He does.
Yeah, he does, and some of it's rightfully so.
Like I said, I think that he puts things out there, and people, we
live in that day and age where you just fucking twist the nipples and fuck you over. So it'll be interesting. I really think the Eagles win. I really have them losing against the Saints. Just for some reason, they always lose down there. They don't do well. I think they're going to be 2-1 after week 3.
All right. So, listen, I would like to get back into the pick'em situation. We didn't prepare though, and we had a guest tonight, and there's been a lot of shit. So, what we're going to do is we are going to do pick'em picks, and we're going to tweet them out. And I will keep track, and we will, do the thing, and we will keep track of our picks like last year. It's just fun to do. So this week we will tweet out the picks. We're not going to put them out right now. But Kenny's got the Birds winning and covering for the record. And I have them losing outright. It's just my vibe, and that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. It sucks, but that's just where I'm at. So,
hey, I hear you, and I get it. I don't know, man. I'm ready. I love it.
Yeah, now see, I know, and I know, and I get that. Like, I watched so much college football this weekend.
Don't fucking do it, Dave. Don't put yourself in this weird, funky fucking L mood because just don't do it. It's too soon. Too soon. At least let them lose and then start feeling the walls are coming in.
By the way, let's just touch on this real quick and then we'll drop out of here.
I don't want you to touch me.
Penn State football.
Ah.
Are they back?
Fuck that rain delay. That rain delay ruined my fucking perfect Saturday.
That rain delay sucked.
I'm not fucking sitting at a wedding like a hobo. You know?
Yeah, that rain delay really sucked. But I'll tell you what, I was worried in the beginning. Aller looked like shit.
I don't know if it was worried. He just wasn't comfortable.
And then when he got comfortable, my man was.
We should start
dropping dimes.
We should start posting our reactions via text because we'll. So if you guys don't know, we're in like fucking 17 group messages together, and then obviously we chat. So what we say in the group chat's probably a little different than what we fucking really are truly feeling at the moment, because some of the chats they're not all Penn State fans, so it's you're not really you can't really get true with it,
Yeah.
But we should start doing that. We should just call it the random Sunday combo.
That's fine.
Or random Saturday combo, because we be fucking around on that motherfucker. We were like, oh fuck, it sucks.
He missed like 2 guys, and I was like, fuck this guy, get him the fuck out.
Are you guys ready for this? Dave texted me, and he was concerned that they were force feeding. Was it Wallace? Is that his last name, Wallace?
Yeah, I was.
You were worried that they were force feeding Wallace, who just was the only thing they force fed was a fucking 75-yard touchdown down his throat. Everything else, he was just within reason.
I watched it back. Honestly, he was just open.
That's what I mean. He was just making the right throw. And honestly, on that long touchdown, that crossing route, which is the creme, if you can get in college football, if you can get the line the block for 30 seconds, because apparently it doesn't matter how good your line is in that game, they don't fucking block. I don't know.
But if you can hit that post route with the corner going the other way and the post gets open, woo!
Yeah. So he had both those guys wide open, and he made the right read because the other guy's not scoring a touchdown on that angle. But this guy, he caught that guy at 20 miles an hour. That guy caught that ball at 20 miles an hour.
And the running game was nasty.
Yeah, and I texted you and I was like, man, Katron Allen's weirdly slow. I'm watching him and I'm like, he's weirdly slow, right?
Yeah, but he's a bruiser though.
I'm not sure he's slow. I just think that his game is vision, boom, burner.
Bam. Yeah.
And Singleton's the opposite. His is burner.
Yeah, Singleton just slams in there. Yeah. But I'm back, man. College football's back. Pro football's back.
I'm hanging the TV.
I'm doing it. There you go. We got the Chiefs on Thursday night. We got the fantasy draft tomorrow night. The podcast draft tomorrow night. Kenny, we'll have to hook up on that and make sure that you reach out to Cody and let me know what he picks. All right.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Cool. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up. Kenny's got a Birds win. I have a Birds L. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see you next week. Go Birds!
Yeah, we're back, right? Full time.
Go Birds! Yeah, we're back.
Birds.
We're back. See ya.
Bye. Good night. Meow.